Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for I'm the Villainess, so I'm Taming the Final Boss, Episode 2. I've only got up to Episode 2 at the moment because I was going to work on it today. Haven't had a chance to because my nephews are home, and I've been having to keep an eye on them, and they are not being quiet. Anyway, so I'm trying to get this up now. Eileen ends up deciding that the castle could use some sprucing up. Because I'm guessing she's noticed some wear and tear here and there. Well, especially for the door, at the very least. I still don't get why he did that, but whatever. Anyway, she ends up going and meeting up. She finds out that her ex-fiance, Prince Cedric, is, taking control of her businesses. If I remember correctly, I'm guessing he put some money. I don't remember if he put money into it and now he's taking it, or if the companies are in his name. I don't know anymore, but he essentially is taking them, and now she has no real income. And in order to be able to stay in the family and not get, kicked out or disowned, she has to be able to earn herself her money back. Which is a very lot to do. And the guy she was talking to before is actually her father, not her butler, like I thought. And he's got hope. He has faith in her, essentially, that she'll be able to do it. And she ends up meeting with some of her contacts, like Jasper the reporter, and asked him for a favor. Turns out that the prince, once he got the companies, had laid off some of their best workers. I think it was like a medicinal company, and what was the other one? I can't remember. Anyway, he let go of an architect, what did the Sundarik type guy do? I can't remember. Anyway, she let off an architect who was like a 16-year-old, looks like a little young, but he's 16. He let off a botanist, dang it, what was the other guy? One of them was voiced by Licht, which is nuts. And essentially he let these 4 people go, which was probably a stupid decision on his part. And he's probably going to regret it soon. Anyway, he let them go, and she decides that she's going to use them to help out Claude and his people. First things first, like I said, fix up the castle. And he seems to be in a pissy mood when they meet up with her outside the castle. And it probably has something to do with them being human, I guess. He's not too fond of humans, I guess because of how he was treated. And when they meet with him, the guy, I can't remember what his name is, the guy who's the architect, he asks him, well, what needs to be repaired? And he dispels a spell he was using, and the roof opens up and it's suddenly raining. So he's apparently been using magic to hide the repair, I guess, maybe not conceal, make them look like they're fixed, essentially. And essentially, with that spell in place, they are, technically, but at the same time, they're not. So he has to go and help the demons, get the demons to help him do the work, because he's the architect. He's not really, he can't do it all by himself, essentially. So Beelzebub goes with him to translate, and Jasper and Keith end up working together to find out who's been embezzling the money that is missing in his budget, because he hasn't been able to pay some of his people, and they're trying to figure out who the heck is responsible. And I'm guessing that Keith and Jasper do get along really well, despite who they work for, obviously. Anyway, no. You are not coming into the frame. No. Okay. I'll probably have to cut that out, but anyway, they end up talking and chit-chatting, and they easily figure out who was doing it, and they don't reveal who, and it comes to find out that somebody has been sending the prince's now girlfriend, future fiance, future wife, death threats and stuff. And in the original game, it was the Villainess who was doing this, which was Eileen. Obviously, she's not doing it now, so someone is framing her. And it has to be a noble lady because it has to... They are using the stationery that only a noble lady would have. And apparently signing her name on some of them. So it's not somebody who is trying to... who has Eileen's best interest at heart, because why would they put her name? And at first I thought that maybe the prince was responsible for this and trying to frame her as the bad guy and make himself look good in front of his girl. But from the conversation that he had with her, and he was in his thoughts, if he was doing that, he would have said, "Oh, my plan is coming together," or something like that. But no, it seems like he doesn't know. Like, he seems to genuinely think that she's responsible for it. So it's somebody who's trying to create discord and trying to make her seem even more like the bad guy than she already is than she is. As to why, I don't know. Or who it is, we don't know. Anyway, because of this, she tries to send the crow that she named Almond for some reason out to go and look through the garbage in the school or around the area, thinking maybe they might be able to find some clues. And at first, he was going to, if she promised him cookies, obviously. And then Claude tells him, "No, you're not going, because if he goes, I have no way of protecting him." And that was weird. Anyway, Eileen is surprisingly adamant that he does, and if somebody ever tries to hurt the poor little bird, they'd have to deal with her, essentially. And I guess this endears Claude to her a little bit, or her to Claude a little bit, because he kind of turns on the charm a little bit. Oh boy, and that kind of surprises her, since even I wasn't expecting him to do that. And that's when Jasper says, "I think it's time we take our leave," and leaves with Keith. And he essentially tells her, "If you want something from me, name it." Essentially is what he's doing. Well, obviously turning on the charm with that, of course. And at first I thought she was going to ask him, for the whole engagement thing again. I was like, no, don't be doing that yet. You're just now getting on his good side. Don't be doing that yet until you're really on his good side and he trusts you. That's when you pull that. But thankfully, no. She asked him to be the best escort he can be and outshine the prince on this one. And he says, "That's not, you don't have to worry about that, I can already do that." Anyway, it's getting very interesting with this show, and I've already actually bought the light novel for this, and I am very curious as to how it's going to go, because I was thinking of doing a reading for this book as well, and actually, now that I think about it, I need to do for a Sentence of a Bookworm as well, because that one's been picking up speed on my channel as well. Anyway, if you guys are interested in more, if I forgot anything important, please let me know, and I will see everybody next time.